Are the nuts in your kitchen making you age faster? Here's what nobody tells you about nuts after 60. Everyone says they're healthy, right? But the truth is, some of the most popular nuts can actually drain your energy, cloud your thinking, and make you feel older than you are. I'm Dr. Elena Weber. I've spent nearly 3 decades helping people over 60 feel their best. And what I'm about to share with you might shock you. 4 of the most common nuts that people eat every day are quietly working against your body. They're triggering inflammation, messing with your blood pressure, and stealing your mental sharpness. And you probably have them in your pantry right now. But here's the amazing part. There are 4 other nuts that do the complete opposite. They boost your brain power, support your heart, help you sleep better, and can even improve your energy levels. Most seniors barely eat them, even though they're some of nature's most powerful anti-aging foods. Today, I'm going to walk you through all 8 nuts. The 4 that support healthy aging after 60, and the 4 that speed it up. This is science-based information, made simple, designed specifically for your changing body. And at the end, I'll reveal the one nut that's been linked to memory problems and liver damage in recent studies. You might be eating it without knowing the risks. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss health information that's tailored specifically for seniors like you. And here's how I know you're serious about your health. If this message resonates with you, type "ready" in the comments. If it doesn't, type "pass" and let me know what health topics matter most to you. Let's get started. The 4 nuts you should be eating every single day start here. The 4 nuts that support healthy aging. First one, Brazil nuts, nature's thyroid and energy booster. Let me tell you something most people don't know about Brazil nuts. Just one single nut contains more selenium than most people get in an entire week. And selenium is absolutely crucial for anyone over 60. Here's why this matters. As we get older, our thyroid function naturally slows down. This leads to fatigue, weight gain, cold hands and feet, and that general feeling of sluggishness that so many seniors accept as normal aging. But it doesn't have to be normal. Selenium activates your thyroid hormones. It's like flipping a switch that helps your body produce energy more efficiently. A recent study from the University of Surrey found that selenium supplementation improved energy levels in 78% of adults over 65 within just 4 weeks. But here's what makes Brazil nuts special. The selenium in these nuts is naturally bound to organic compounds, making it much easier for your aging digestive system to absorb compared to synthetic supplements. And there's more. Selenium is essential for maintaining healthy testosterone levels in men and hormone balance in women. Low hormone levels don't just affect intimacy, they affect your strength, your mood, your sleep quality, and your ability to stay mentally sharp. Brazil nuts also contain healthy fats that protect your nerve cells. Think of these fats as insulation for your nervous system. They help keep your reflexes quick, your movements smooth, and your mind-body connection strong. Now, here's the important part. More is not better with Brazil nuts. Too much selenium can be harmful. I recommend no more than 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day. Keep them in the refrigerator and chew them thoroughly. One simple nut, massive benefits. But wait until you hear about the next one. The second, almonds, your daily defense against bone loss and brain fog. If there's one nut every senior should eat daily, it's almonds. They're quiet protectors of the 2 things you can't afford to lose as you age: your bones and your brain. Let's start with your bones. After 60, especially for women, bone density drops rapidly. Falls become more dangerous. Fractures take longer to heal. One bad step can change everything. Almonds are packed with calcium, about 75 milligrams in just 15 almonds. But what makes them special is their magnesium content. Magnesium acts like a traffic controller, directing calcium into your bones where it belongs, instead of letting it build up in your arteries. A study published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research showed that people who ate almonds daily had significantly stronger bone density after just 6 months compared to those who didn't. Now, let's talk about your brain. Memory loss scares seniors more than heart disease, and for good reason. Alzheimer's and dementia don't just steal memories, they steal independence. Almonds, especially when you eat them with the skin on, contain powerful antioxidants called flavonoids. These compounds work with vitamin E to fight the oxidative stress that damages brain cells as we age. Research from Tufts University found that people who ate almonds regularly showed measurable improvements in memory tests and processing speed. That's the difference between remembering names, following conversations, and staying mentally engaged. Almonds also contain about 3.5 grams of fiber per serving, which helps with regularity. Nearly half of seniors deal with constipation, and it affects everything from energy to mood. I recommend 15 to 20 almonds per day, raw or dry roasted, unsalted, and always chew them well, especially if you have dental work or swallowing concerns. Almonds are your daily insurance policy for strong bones and sharp thinking. But the next nut might be even more important for your brain. The third. Walnuts, the ultimate brain food. There's a reason walnuts look like tiny brains. Nature has a way of giving us clues, and this one is spot on. Walnuts are loaded with alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. This is a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that your brain cells desperately need to stay flexible and communicate effectively. As we age, the membranes around our brain cells become stiff. Messages between neurons slow down. Memory gets fuzzy, thinking becomes unclear. But ALA helps keep those connections strong and flexible. A groundbreaking study in the Journal of Nutrition followed 636 adults over 60 for 8 weeks. Those who ate just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily showed significant improvements in processing speed and mental flexibility. That's real, measurable brain enhancement from a simple food. But walnuts do something else remarkable. They're rich in polyphenols, antioxidants that actually cross the blood-brain barrier and reduce inflammation directly in your brain tissue. This is crucial, because brain inflammation is now considered one of the key drivers of Alzheimer's disease. Here's something most people don't know. Walnuts contain natural melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. As we get older, our melatonin production drops, leading to restless nights and poor recovery. Just a small handful of walnuts in the evening can help you fall asleep faster and wake up more refreshed. I recommend 7 to 9 walnut halves per day. Store them in the refrigerator to protect their delicate oils from going rancid. Don't worry about the slight bitterness in the skin. That's where many of the protective compounds live. Walnuts won't transform your life overnight, but over time, they quietly support the most precious thing you own, your mind. Now, if walnuts are brain food, then the next nut is your blood pressure's best friend. Fourth, pistachios. Triple protection for heart, eyes, and blood sugar. Pistachios are the most underrated superfood for seniors. They might be small, but their impact on your health is enormous. First, blood pressure. Pistachios contain more potassium than most fruits and vegetables, about 285 milligrams per ounce. Potassium is crucial for healthy blood pressure, especially after 60 when your arteries naturally become stiffer. A study from Penn State University found that people who ate pistachios daily lowered their systolic blood pressure by an average of 4.8 points without any medication changes. That might not sound like much, but it's the difference between normal and high blood pressure for many people. Second, your vision. Pistachios are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 compounds that accumulate in your retina and act like natural sunglasses. They filter out harmful blue light and slow the progression of macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in seniors. Third, Blood sugar control. With nearly 3 grams of fiber per ounce and a naturally low glycemic index, pistachios help slow digestion and prevent those dangerous blood sugar spikes that damage your blood vessels over time. The Harvard Health Study followed 7,500 adults with diabetes for 5 years. Those who ate nuts regularly, especially pistachios, had significantly better blood sugar control and fewer complications. Here's a bonus benefit. When you eat pistachios in the shell, you naturally eat slower. This gives your body time to register fullness, preventing overeating. Plus, the empty shells serve as a visual reminder of how much you've eaten. I recommend about 1 ounce per day, roughly 49 pistachios. Choose unsalted or lightly salted varieties. If arthritis makes shelling difficult, look for the naturally opened ones. Pistachios offer rare triple protection: heart health, eye health, and blood sugar control, all in one small package. But now comes the hard truth. While these 4 nuts can elevate your health after 60, there are 4 others that can quietly tear it down. Nuts that seem innocent, even healthy, but are actually triggering inflammation, raising your blood pressure, and clouding your thinking. You deserve to know which ones they are. Now, the 4 nuts that may be aging you faster. First one, peanuts, the hidden inflammation trigger. Here's something that might surprise you. Peanuts aren't actually nuts. They're legumes that grow underground, and that simple fact changes everything. Because they grow in soil, peanuts are highly susceptible to a toxic mold called aflatoxin. This mold is invisible, tasteless, and odorless. But over time, it builds up in your body, especially in seniors whose detox systems naturally slow with age. Aflatoxin has been linked to liver damage, weakened immune function, and increased cancer risk according to research from the National Cancer Institute. Your body simply can't clear these toxins as efficiently as it used to. But that's not all. Even without a peanut allergy, these legumes can trigger chronic, low-level inflammation throughout your body. This isn't the obvious kind of inflammation you can see or feel immediately. It's subtle, persistent inflammation that affects your joints, your heart, and your brain. Most commercial peanuts are also loaded with salt. For the 60% of seniors managing high blood pressure, this extra sodium makes the problem worse, not better. Then there's the omega-6 issue. Peanuts are extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids, which throw off your body's delicate omega-3 to omega-6 balance. This imbalance promotes inflammation and can interfere with circulation and brain function. If you take blood-thinning medications, peanuts can also interfere with absorption, making your medication management more complicated. The bottom line? If you're over 60 and eating peanuts regularly, you're playing with fire. There are safer, more supportive alternatives that give you the same satisfying crunch without the risks. Second, cashews, the blood sugar trap. Cashews have fooled a lot of people. They seem healthy. Creamy texture, mild flavor, found in health food stores. But for seniors, they carry hidden dangers. First, blood sugar. Cashews contain about 9 grams of carbohydrates per ounce, more than most nuts. They have a notable glycemic effect, meaning they spike your blood sugar faster than you'd expect. For the 30% of seniors with diabetes and nearly 50% who are pre-diabetic, these spikes add up quickly. The damage is often silent. You don't feel it happening until it shows up as fatigue, brain fog, or worsening blood sugar readings. Second, cashews are loaded with oxalates. These compounds bind with calcium in your digestive system, making it harder for your body to absorb this crucial mineral. For seniors already at risk for osteoporosis, this is the last thing you need. Worse, oxalates can accumulate and contribute to kidney stones, a painful condition that becomes more common and dangerous with age. Third, there's a choking risk. Cashews are smooth, curved and surprisingly easy to inhale accidentally. This is especially dangerous for seniors with swallowing difficulties or dry mouth from medications. Finally, most people don't realize that raw cashews are actually toxic. They contain urushiol, the same chemical found in poison ivy. To make them safe, they must be heavily processed, which strips away most of their natural nutrients. What you're left with is a nut that tastes good but offers little nutritional value while potentially causing harm. Third, macadamia nuts, the silent weight gain culprit. Macadamia nuts feel luxurious, rich, buttery, indulgent. They're often marketed as heart-healthy premium nuts, but for seniors, they're a metabolic nightmare waiting to happen. Just 1 ounce, barely a handful, contains nearly 200 calories and 22 grams of fat. For someone over 60 whose metabolism has naturally slowed, that's like eating a small meal without feeling satisfied. This leads to what I call silent weight gain. You're not binging or eating junk food, you're just adding these seemingly innocent nuts to your routine. But the calories accumulate faster than your body can burn them. Macadamias are also one of the highest in saturated fat among all nuts, about 3 grams per ounce. This type of fat can raise LDL cholesterol and strain an aging cardiovascular system. For seniors managing cholesterol or blood pressure issues, macadamias can quietly undo months of progress. There's also a gallbladder concern. Many older adults have gallstones without knowing it. The extremely high fat content in macadamias can trigger these stones to move, causing painful attacks that often require emergency treatment. And let's not forget dental health. Macadamias are dense and hard. For seniors with crowns, bridges, or sensitive teeth, they can crack dental work, leading to expensive and painful repairs. Macadamias might seem like a small indulgence, but they carry a heavy price that sneaks up slowly and stays for the long haul. And fourth, pine nuts, the medication interferer. Pine nuts might be small, but for seniors, they can cause surprisingly big problems that most people never see coming. First, there's pine mouth. Certain types of pine nuts can cause a bitter, metallic taste that lasts for days or even weeks. This isn't just unpleasant. When food and water taste awful, many seniors unconsciously eat and drink less. For someone already at risk of unintentional weight loss or dehydration, this seemingly minor side effect can lead to serious health consequences including frailty, nutrient deficiencies, and even hospitalizations. But the bigger concern is medication interference. Pine nuts contain compounds that can alter how drugs are processed in your liver. This includes medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, and mood disorders, 3 of the most commonly prescribed drug classes for seniors. The risk? Your medications might not work as effectively, or you might experience unexpected side effects. Most doctors don't even know about these interactions because they're not well studied. Pine nuts are also high in polyunsaturated fats that easily become rancid if stored improperly. Once oxidized, these fats actually promote inflammation instead of reducing it. For seniors managing arthritis or other inflammatory conditions, this makes the problem worse. Finally, there's an aspiration risk. Pine nuts are small, slippery, and can easily be inhaled accidentally, especially by those taking medications that cause dry mouth, which is extremely common after 60. For all these reasons, pine nuts simply aren't worth the risk for most seniors. Your body after 60 deserves the best possible support. Food should protect and nourish you, not complicate your health or work against your medications. The 4 nuts I recommend, Brazil nuts, almonds, walnuts, and pistachios, are backed by solid research and specifically beneficial for the challenges seniors face. Energy, bone health, brain function, heart health, and blood sugar control. The 4 I suggest avoiding: peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts, Each carry risks that outweigh their benefits, especially for older adults managing multiple health concerns. This isn't about perfection. It's about making informed choices that support your health goals instead of working against them. Remember, small changes can create big improvements over time. Your future self will thank you for the choices you make today. If this information helped you, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. I share science-based health advice for seniors every week. And tell me in the comments, which nut surprised you the most? Are you ready to make these simple swaps? Drop a comment and let me know. Your engagement helps this information reach other seniors who need to hear it. Stay healthy, stay informed, and remember, it's never too late to make choices that help you feel your best.